Okay, might be a slight wobble from time to time, but we're gonna go with this. I just did a video, and in the video the detail was scrappy and all that sort of stuff. But what I did in a 30-minute video was I did 5 animals, and that's an average of about 5 minutes a piece. But actually, between transitioning from one to another and also a few other things, I'm trying to make a video on 3-minute animals, or around 3 minutes a piece. Okay, and I'm going to do this again, and this is higher def detail because for some reason, I'm going to upload it. I uploading the other one, but in this one, I'm going to do again about 4, maybe 5 animals, and do some of them that I've done before in the other video, but in this video I'm going to do different ones as well. So, without further ado, I'm going to go ahead. Thank you for being there, and good afternoon, good morning, good evening, whenever. I hope you can hear me okay. If not, you're probably hearing the fan blow on this thing like a loud, no good for nothing thing, but we'll get there. Okay? With that, I'm going to turn on the 10 liter per minute. Propane's already on. Let's go ahead and first one that I did in the video was a teddy bear, but this time I'm going to do a frog. Again, thanks for being there, and these are very simple, basic shaped animals, about 3 minutes a piece on average, and this is also transitioning from one to the next. Okay, this one again is going to be a frog, and what I'm going to do is elongate the body a little bit, and I'm going to round it down just like I'm doing. I'm heating up one side and it's sort of rolling down and making sort of like a cinnamon roll type shape going on. And that will be the main shape of the body, okay? Because that'll give it nice length, shape, and keep flipping it back and forth. It's not going round. It's again making more of the body shape that I'm looking for this frog. Most of what I used in the other video was 5mm or 4mm in size and shape, and I'm going to continue with that. Got a lot of editing to do on the other one, so this one might end up being the first one of the series, I guess you could say. First of all, the head, basic shape of the head, pincered out. Can be round, can be more diamond shaped, as some frogs are. Okay, I'm going to point it just a little bit more of a, there you go, front of the frog. Eyes, I'm going to give it green eyes. I've got some green right here. And probably the ends of the toes will be green too. I usually do that on the frogs and stuff. Okay. Now the front legs are basic straight shots in front of the body. Like so. You heat it up underneath. Touch it too, and pull it out. Probably about 1/4 of an inch to an eighth, well, about 1/4 of an inch anyway. Back legs is the new style of legs that I used to do, like the L-shaped leg, but now I do where I pull it forward, heat it up enough, and fold it back onto itself. And that makes the shape of a nice frog leg. Okay? Again, you heat it up, touch it too, seal it together, pull it forward a little bit, and go out about a little bit less than a quarter and fold it over and pull it back. And there you go. Back leg number 2. And we got the basic shape for a frog. I can put some toes on this guy. I'm not going to do the green eyes. I'm just going to do the green toes. And when I do toes, I usually just do 2. There we go. Oops. Didn't like the way that one went. That melts into itself, and pull that one a little forward. Go a little bit to the edge of that one. There we go. Practice, practice, and more practice. Until you feel like, hey, that's the way I want it to make it look. And there you got animal number 1. Cap it off, fire polish, boom. Next, we're going to do the frog, elephant, mouse, cat, whale, snail. Snail, here we go. Now on the snail, round down the body, and you can do that cinnamon roll shape where you heat up on one side and let it roll into itself, and that could be in itself its own little snail shell shape, which works out pretty good. There. Now what I'll add to that is my you heat up right in the middle of that on one side, touch and continue the twist in the same direction as you're doing the cinnamon roll. And now again on the other side, it's going to be, you did this one clockwise, and then this side is going to be counterclockwise because that's the way it works. Clockwise, counterclockwise. Maybe, let's see, there we go. And let it cool, send it back and forth, snap it off. There you go. And you do a cold weld at the top of his shell. And this is going to be the bottom. Touch it in. Now, I'm going to give it a little bit, I should have, before I pull it off, I should have given it a little bit more of a base of like 1/4 of an inch to 1/8 of an inch, like so. Press it down. And that'll be the base that it stands on, and also where you can pull the tail off the front, or I mean the back end. And then you put the head on the front end. Okay, might have gotten this backwards due to my dyslexia, but it'll do the job. Go forward and then pull it, let gravity work for you a little bit, make a nice little round ball on the end of his head. And you can bend it around a little. There's one ear, there's one antennae, and then the other one, you're basically pulling it up, thinning it out, and pulling it forward. And there you got a snail. Boom. Tap that off, fire polish it, That's animal number 2. Okay, now I did a dolphin in this one. Actually, I'm going to do another cat real quick. This cat is a different style or shape. This one was laying on its back playing with its tail. This one I'm going to have just sitting up. Now with that again, you make the same basic body. Well, I'm going to do the cinnamon roll. I call it the cinnamon roll now. Hey, it's coinable. It's a coinable phrase, I guess. Where you roll it, heat up on one side and let it roll down and make the body shape going on. Okay. I'm going to elongate this. This will become the whole body of the cat. There's the body shape to the cat, and where I've got this thing right here, it's going to be the tail. Okay? With me so far. I know you're not seeing it, but it's basically a tooth shape at this point, a sawtooth. Here's the head to the cat. Nice round ball. Two tufts to the top of the head, pull out, fold over, pull out, and it makes a nice point for the ears. Pull out, fold over, makes a point. The nose, touch 2, pull out, and pull up, and that makes a nice cat nose. Blue eyes. Making them across from each other is always fun. And it takes practice, I know. And it looks like I rounded off one of the ears, so all I have to do is heat it up and point it again. Now on this one I'm going to have him sort of one arm up, and like he's pawing at something. Towards the center, and the next arm is going to go down and towards where it's going to be standing. I mean sitting, excuse me. There we go. Now the cat itself, the hind haunch is what I usually do. Basically a frog one, but a little bit different. A little bit longer on the toe. You pull it up, fold it over, and boom. There's that one. Again, the same thing. On the other side, pull it up towards the body, then fold it over, and then pull it out for the other leg. There we go. The head is a little bit smaller than what I would like, but it gives you the idea of what I'm going for. Now the tail is basically we heat it up, and I just give it a little bit of a corkscrew going on, but not a lot. Just up and over. There we go. Cat number 2 out of the series. Okay. I've got to heat up the hind a little bit. For some dumb reason. Oh, I'm yanking the cord for the camera. That's my problem. Press it down so it's sort of sitting up in the corner. That one needs a little bit down there. There we go. Let it cool. Come off. There you go. Ta-da! Now, and frog, got a snail. Let's do another elephant. This one's going to be a little bit different. Another way of doing a 3-minute elephant. I think I've done this once before, but it's not in this, I guess you could say, genre of 3-minute animals. First of all, we'll do the main body, which is again a round ball. And this style here can be made and done well because you're not pulling out each leg individually. You're sort of just drawing it on the side of this stick, and it works out real well for a base of an elephant, something to stand on. Okay, again, I'm tilting downward and letting it roll into the body for the shape of the elephant. Got it? Get it? Yee! Now we're going to do the head to the elephant. This time I'm going to do it a little bit different. I'm actually going to do the trunk, the head and trunk all at one time. Let it melt in a little bit. And then I sort of let it bulge, sort of doing a little bit of a bulge of a Maria down at the bottom of this thing, and then I'm going to go ahead and bring out the trunk to the elephant. Then the ears, I'm going to do the fold and pull method here. Fold and pull, fold and pull downward, and that's one ear. And the other way, on the other video I did it, and I did it on a different cell phone, and it came out really crappy, I guess, is I made the balls and then pressed out the, this is looking more like Horton, from Horton Hears a Who ears. But they do the trick. Again, you're just doing simple elephants, simple caricatures, something that you can sell fairly fast, fairly easy. There's the tuft to the tail. Now I'm going to do a cold weld to the back. Oops, forgot one thing. Let that come off. Now here's the cool one about the legs. Ready? You heat up and draw one leg onto that stem there. Ah, itch. What is it? You get hot glass in your hand, you got to have an itch. Here goes the next one. Leg number 2. This is like an elephant standing on a stand or a ball or something. It looks really good. There you go. Simple, drawn on, pulled out, but this is where the kicker comes in. You touch it, heat up just a little bit below where you made the bottom of the leg. Let it round in slightly and press down. And that, the elephant's tail, and again it's all standing, and alright, make me out a liar. Wire polished, and this should stand quite nicely, and I keep tugging on the cord. Sorry about that, folks. And you got one elephant. Cat, snail, frog. One more. Let's think. Elephant, cat, mouse, swan, bear, whale, snail, unicorn, horse. There we go. Haven't done a horse. Unicorn, same idea. Here we go. First I do the shark fin for the dorsal type fin, and that makes the basic shape for the neck of the horse. See that? Ice cream cone comes next for the shape. Nice round ball. Then you pull it out into an ice cream cone shape. See there? And there you got the horse head. Practice, practice, and a little bit of practice. I know, I make it look easy, but I've been doing it for a few years. But once you get temperature-wise, and you can see I don't really adjust the flame that much. And now what I do is I go down a little bit and sort of tuft some hair for the mane. And if you wanted to make this a unicorn, which I'm going to, you pull that off. Now to make the twist to a unicorn horn a little bit more interesting, you sort of shape the horn into a square, okay? You say wide. Now you'll heat up that horn and twist, and for every corner you had, instead of having to twist it 3 times or 4 times, you now got a twist at every corner. So it makes it look like you twisted it a lot more than you did. Okay? Legs. Most of the time when I do a horse, unicorn, something like this, I do a tripod effect. 1 leg is up and 3 legs are down. And on this also I do another thing with the tail, that you can either have it sort of rearing up with the 2 legs up off the ground. It's all in the design, okay? That one goes down for the horse, and now the other one, or the unicorn, heat it up, and now this one's going to curve up, out, and then down, is what I usually do. And that's my basic horse, front horse leg. Now I'm going to do a cold weld here, and work on the back end. Okay. We've got the, we do the L shape actually. We actually pull it outward and then heat up and let it cool a little bit and then pull it forward. And that's the L-shaped leg for the back end. Okay? One more coming up. Making them the same length and the same height is practice, practice, and more practice. I know. Pull it down. Yeah, that one's a little bit too long. Pull off some of that. There we go. Now the tail. And it's still a little bit long. We're going to work that. Pull off a little bit more. Now the tail. There we go. I'm going to curve the back end just slightly. Actually heat it and curve it slightly. Like so. Now the tail. It's a fold and pull for the tail, the same way I do the wings, same way I do everything else. Pull it out. Fold it over. Pull it out. Fold it over. About 3 or 4 times, maybe 5. And then I'll pull it out into an elongated tail, like so. And it's a little bit long for a tail, but it does the trick quite nicely. And I'll show you what I'm talking about. Cap it off. Fire polish where I have the cold weld. Now it stands like that, and also you can tilt it and it stands like that. So there you go. 5 animals, less than 30 minutes I believe. And we're going to pull that down and let you see what's going on. Okay. Oh yeah, 24 minutes, we're doing good. And I'll show you all of the animals that I've done in the last little bit. And I'm not going to touch the horse because that one's the, but I've done a frog here today. And there's the snail. And there's the cat. And the elephant might, no, it's not, that's the elephant itself. I forgot to put eyes on him. And the horse, I forgot to put eyes on him. Darn, but that's okay. What they don't see, they make up in their imagination. Thanks for watching. Carpe Vitro. Enjoy your day.